Okay, so I think nobody wants to stay much longer here, so I'm going to try and keep this really short and sweet. I think when Paola, Claudia and I first wrote the proposal for the book and we submitted it to the publisher and we got the reviews back, one thing that really struck me about one of the reviews was the question, where were the men? And, you know, initially I think I understood this question as a why aren't we writing about men who are victims of gender-based violence as well as women? Which obviously kind of angered me in a little way because, I mean, it's predominantly women who are the victims of gender-based violence. Obviously there are men as well and boys, but it's predominantly women. But then I think as we've gone through the book, I've thought about where are the men a little bit more. And I think that quite often as academics and policymakers and practitioners, we focus on women for good reason, because women's voices haven't been heard and they need to be heard. But I think we also need to focus on men, because men are the perpetrators, primarily. Men are primarily the perpetrators of gender-based violence. So let's focus on them. Let's blame men. And let's explore that a little bit and look into masculinities and see what's going on there. And I think that that's something that there was one chapter in the book that did look into, but it's something that needs a lot more exploration, not at the cost of research with women, but in addition to. And I think that another key area that we didn't manage to attract any chapters on was sexuality. Now, obviously, in most countries, the LGBTQI community are overwhelmingly targeted for various different forms of violence, and that's something that we should also be looking at within tourism. And I think that, you know, it speaks volumes that the book didn't attract any abstracts on that particular topic. So I think it's definitely something that we're going to have to look at in the future. I think that really I just want to thank everyone who did contribute to the book. I want to thank Equality in Tourism for promoting the book so much and supporting us. I want to thank my co-editors for being great, but especially Sarah, who has done a wonderful job as a research assistant on this book, and all of the organisations, Las Kellys. Please keep on doing what you're doing. And I think thank you to everybody who managed to make it here tonight.